It's time to go to work. Round one is officially underway. In the gray, Amongi. In the pink and black, Niedermeyer. Or as he likes to be called, Dowdy.
Rebecca Amongi coming in with some nice flows, a good left hand for her. I think Katie was thinking about pulling guard there. Like nice flurry and combinations from Rebecca Amongi straight away. Forward-footed fighter is the warrior, and Katie got tagged with a couple of short little lefts. But pull guard straight away, looking for the triangle. She's got the arm here. Got both arms, going to get slammed by Rebecca.
Ooh, baby. Nice little power bomb there. Picked her up and dropped her right on her back. That's a great way to get things started. She's going to do it again. Oh, she does. Using that strength, but you don't want to pull that arm out of the socket. And Kaylee Niedermeyer gives up on the arm, and Amongi takes her back. Could we be in for 3 hard-fought rounds? There's a good chance. Both ladies have shown they can go the distance time and time again. Niedermeyer in her 3 fights has only gone the distance.
Used to the thighs now from Rebecca. I think Bobby Caraginides, the referee, was giving Rebecca another warning about a shot to the back of the head. I'm not sure I saw it, but they became very vociferous about that. Another nasty knee to the thigh as they're clinching up against the fence now. Rebecca grabbing onto the fence
these
there.
2 ladies throwing down, and Simon, you can't help but to think about this news that keeps floating around that the former 2 division champion Amanda Lena is on her way back. You got any more details for us? Because I think the whole world is interested in this.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to release the news and who she's fighting and when, but I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. And don't forget, Amanda Lena was the first women's double division champion in the history of mixed martial arts. She did it before Amanda in the UFC did it. Yeah, 6 months before Nunes. Meanwhile, Amongi coming forward with some big shots. Forces Kaylee Niedermeyer to clinch up. She's got the clasp around the back, is Kaylee. She pulled up. Rebecca lets go of it. Kaylee in the seated position now. There's a lot of strength from Rebecca. Kaylee's got good processes when it comes to the grappling. Rebecca's powering out a lot of them. She's got one butterfly.
Simon, when you think about great athletes that have come out of Uganda, Rebecca Amongi, how many other fighters have we had actually come out from the country of Uganda, the kingdom of Uganda?
Very rare. We don't really see MMA, many MMA fighters coming out of Kampala in Uganda. And Rebecca is pretty much the only one that I know of.
Is it? Potential.
I don't recall a time in the UFC where they've had a Ugandan fighter before. But man, I want to see more of them on the basis of Rebecca's attitude. Continue to come forward with some nice strikes. She's going for the body kicks, this time with the right. Coming forward with some nice combinations, forcing Kaylee Niedermeyer on the back foot is Rebecca Amongi. Again forcing Kay to clinch up against the fence and negate that striking.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. It's exciting every time we get a different nation that steps into the UFC. Of course, on the main event, we have the Reunion Island being represented with our champion, Anthony Morrell. I think it's just such a big thing for the company and also for that nation to have somebody to represent them on the highest level, you know, in the Southern Hemisphere, right? When you talk about the EFC and what we have here. So, yeah, so I think it's a big deal.
Rebecca getting warm there for several fence grabs throughout the first round, and that more obvious there. Bobby Carradine is again warning her. So that's 2 separate warnings Rebecca's got now. One for the shots to the back of the head, and the other one for grabbing the fence. Niedermeyer finally gets her down. Apropos what you were saying, Cyrus. I mean, who would have thought, you know, when you first started commentating for EFC, as you said, well, virtually a decade ago to the day, that in the main event at EFC 122, you were going to have a Zimbabwean taking on a guy from the Reunion Islands, which is a small island protectorate of France, out in the Indian Ocean, and those two would be fighting for their heavyweight title in the main event at the EFC in Johannesburg. You would have thought I was crazy.
It's just amazing to think about. It really is, right? And And over the years that I've been here, so many nations that have been involved. And what is scrapped here, a little bit more research through Tapology. It's really showing there's a lot. They list a lot of fighters from Uganda, but probably maybe north of 20 that have actually had professional fights. So there's a lot of amateurs in there and a lot of fighters being listed. And those could be boxers. That could be a lot of things. But it looks like for professional MMA, maybe only about 20 or so, really, out of the entire country. Right. And that's not for the UFC. That's for the entire world fighting everywhere. So pretty incredible.
Well, it looks like Rebecca was instigating the clinch exchanges there. Catching the leg now as Katie and gets Rebecca down straight into half guard. A position that she's wanted to be in. Some nice right shots as Rebecca tries to side on and escape away from those power shots. Her legs are pretty much trapped. Katie's trapped that left leg and she's let go of it now. Just keeping top heavy, keeping some heavy hips, preventing Rebecca from framing up and getting out of this position. Repeated right hands from Katie Niedermeyer. Old school forearm across the face. Niedermeyer is putting the opponent pinned down.
Great position here for Kaylee. Showing some dominance here, trapping that arm and looking to slice, right? That was what she said at the press conference. She wants to slice her opponent open. She wants to drop it. She wants to give those paramedics something to do.
Yeah, she says she wants to cut her. She hasn't done that yet. It was certainly Rebecca having the better of the shots in that first round. Trying to just power out of it now. Kelly's very high up on the torso. Almost the point she's going to slip off. It's difficult to get the rear naked by trying to leverage around your waist in this position. She's too high up. But she's still got the hooks in. Forcing Rebecca to fight for the arms. Again, still got those hooks in. Ah, she let go of it. And she's got reversed here now by Rebecca Omongi. Comes in with a decent
right and forth action here. Both ladies are bringing their A game, to say the least. And now Omongi dialing it up. There's a lot of heat here between these two. There is a lot of tension here. And you got to love it. They're not coming in here just to have a fight. They're coming out here to make a statement.
Rebecca continuing to kick the left thigh of Kaylee. Kaylee did try and get up to her feet, but had a couple of shots from Rebecca. Trying to get up to her feet again, but it wasn't as if Rebecca wants to carry on with the ground exchanges. Perhaps wary of Kaylee Niedermeyer's jiu-jitsu going into the fight. And we've got a timeout here. Rebecca's getting a talking to.
So we're getting a 1 point. So is that for cage grab?
It's for cage grabbing, yeah. She got a couple of warnings in that first round.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Fence grabbing.
Yeah, grabbing the fence.
We don't say cage in the EFC. I've been here for 10 years. We don't say cage. We say fence.
So a point deduction for Rebecca Omongi. How is that going to change the second round scoring? Okay, you certainly had a good time on the floor. Still a pretty open round, but with that point deduction for Rebecca, she's grabbing the fence again. Changes the makeup of the scoring for the second round after that first round. And as you mentioned, it inevitably went to Rebecca. Katie's burrowing in now and taking.
She is, and she's doing a great job. I mean, she's pretty relentless, and she's digging in deep and not worried about being finished by Rebecca Omongi. Putting her head in a very disadvantageous position where Omongi could have possibly grabbed and tried to pull for a guillotine, but I think Niedermeyer is so focused and so relentless right now that she's just, against all odds, she's going to go for it. And I love it. That's the type of fight style that we love here in this company.
Rebecca's trying to get out from underneath. Turning side on and framing up on her left leg. But Katie was just maintaining posture and maintaining top control as best as she can. She wasn't really causing any problems. She wasn't doing any ground and pound or hunting for any submissions. She was just trying to get her heavy hips going to prevent Rebecca doing that from parrying out of those positions with her hips. This is a lot better now for Katie in terms of her seated position. She's not too high up, and she needs to score the points here. It's a good left hand from her. Rebecca gives up her back. She's not got the hooks in down. She's going to use this to have nice, slow, patient control of her opponent. Just got the one hook in there. Rebecca fighting for the hands, just holding on to the wrists to prevent the ground and pound. Some nice left hands from Kaylee Niedermeyer. Too late to hunt for the chin.
Very competitive round. Third and final round is officially underway. Let's see who wants it more. Rebecca Omongi is fighting for, unless she can have a 10-8 round, she's fighting for a draw right now.
Well, Niedermeyer gets the takedown. That 10-8 looks a bit further away now. Kaylee Niedermeyer working in half guard. Heavy on top. Fighting top control from Niedermeyer. Preventing any of those explosive hip explosions from Rebecca. Right in her corner. The Badat brothers are right there. Pulling out the shots. Not much action, just like I saw in the second round when Katie took Rebecca down, she made sure that she had her bases covered first before making herself vulnerable by posturing up and getting the ground and pound going. I mean, not even really hunting for submissions, just control and getting the shots. Enough for Bobby Karagianidis, the referee, to keep them on the floor. Shoulder barges. Rebecca fighting for the hands and trying to explode from here. Katie trying to pass guard there. Rebecca just about retains guard. Some nice right elbows now from Niedermeyer as Rebecca turns in, takes away for the shots and gives up the back.
She's a woman possessed. She is really fighting with everything that she has as Niedermeyer and looking to make a major statement, and for good reason. You know, when you take a look at Kaylee, she gets the win at UAE Warriors, but has not gotten a win in this organization. She's 1-2. She wants to get to that 500 mark. Excuse me, she's 2-2. She wants to get to 3-2. She did get that win over Christine Wolmerans. But she's looking to make that, an even stronger record and to make a case for a golden opportunity before long.
Yeah, and it's similar. You talk about that fight she had in Abu Dhabi. That was against Sabriye Şengül, the Turkish kickboxer, and kind of similar in a certain style to Rebecca. You expect her to do what she did with Sabriye. It was like negate the kickboxing, time the takedowns and take her down and see if you can just grind out a win on the floor. Not looking for anything spectacular, but busy enough and just good top control and good basic technique to prevent your opponent from escaping that position and getting it back on the feet. That being said, those previous 2 rounds, Rebecca was able to get back up to her feet just with willpower and strength, and got back to causing Katie some problems with her fists. But Niedermeyer again with that 3rd round would not be denied that takedown. I'm just going to see if she can grind out this 3rd.
Well, she seems to be on her way. She seems to be in a nice groove right now. There's Kaylee Niedermeyer and is not giving up much. Omongi all tied up. She's got those legs tied up. Not really anywhere to go. She's going to have to really want this and really fight her way out of this situation.
Just nice leg wrapping from Kaylee. Really preventing Rebecca from framing up on that. Just nice shots on the inside now from Niedermeyer. Kaylee doesn't need to posture up from this position. And Rebecca's fighting for that right hand. Kaylee's got that left arm free. But Rebecca's struggling to frame up in this position. And Kaylee can posture up. She's trapping the right arm here. And that's a nice work from her. She's going to get the back here. She's got the rear naked. She's got the choke underneath the chin. Here's Kaylee Niedermeyer.
Oh, look at that. Nice and deep. Kaylee Niedermeyer, she wants to finish. She doesn't want this thing to go to decision. She's underneath the chin. That is tight. Can she put enough torque on it?
She's got the body lock on.
To take home her first.
As hasn't got it locked. Rebecca's left arm is just kind of like preventing Kelly's right hand locking onto her left bicep. Almost about to get reversed, but still got the body lock on. That's Kelly Niedermeyer. But a better position for Rebecca Omongi. What can she do in 20 seconds to possibly finish this fight? Because what she's going to need to do. Stranger things have happened in MMA, but probably not likely. Well done for Rebecca for getting out of that position. Shots off the bottom for Niedermeyer. Oh, 20 or 30 more seconds.
It was a competitive war.
Yeah.
Niedermeyer and Omongi going the distance. I think a lot of people would have guessed that, just knowing how tough and durable that they are. They are built to go all 3 rounds, and they do. But then you take the point deduction, and you take really what Kaylee did in rounds 2 and 3, and that was really up the intensity, up the aggression, push the pace, and I believe she got the best here of Rebecca Omongi. Are you surprised, Simon, then?
Declaring your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Kaylee Smiley Savage Niedermeyer.